Am I on YouTube?
Yeah, I just turned you on. Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, YouTube just started.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm gonna send this out for you.
Okay. Freeport up 16%. Wow. Girl, he ain't worth missing. Well, we were at 100%. Let's see if it's sent it. We are currently live. All right, good. Ooh, he ain't worth missing. Oh, goodness gracious. What a day. All right, let me move that out the way. Let's get La Penny in the way. What a day. All right, let me see if we're live. If we are live, let me know how much money you made today. Wow, what a day. I had trouble finding you today. I am here. I had a webinar, but I didn't want to do it because I had to close out positions. Oh, a little Marvel $1 million bet. Oh, it's a little bit. Little Marvel call by. Little Marvel. So let's first go over SPX because we are at max profit. Yay! Did everyone lost today? How did you lose money today? Are y'all listening to some other people telling y'all, don't trade? Hurricane, buy puts. Because that is the. So let's go over the SPX trade because it was I tried doing it pretty concrete because I had so many emails. Mitch, my assistant, showed me, and I was like, I'm just going to do a video this morning at 10 a.m. live, so I don't have to answer all the emails. So let's go over the SPX trade, all right? We'll keep an eye on all the scanners in the meantime. So let's go over it, and then we'll get into all your goods, then all the goody goody stuff. Where's my penny scanner? SoFi. I really am not going to buy obviously anything up here. I sold everything today. I mean, I have bought a lot of stuff in my big account over the past couple weeks, but in terms of trading, I sold Ford. You know those Delta calls. Delta's up 22% now. I sold them at like 30%. I shouldn't have. I did get up to like 60% in Ford. And then Snap is up 20%. Maybe I should have held those for Shadow Trader a little longer, but oh well. Um, all right, so let's go over the SPX trade. 85% on Oxy calls, 75% on man. You know, if you have your last name though, I can't post you on Telegram. So I got to get the Epic pen. But I mean, I tried to make it as we'll look at the VIX here first, then SPX. I tried making it as black and white as possible. So oh, John, I got to risk your name. I can't show last names because privacy. I don't want you all to be.
If you send it to
Uh,
me, I can like scroll it away and then send it back to you.
no worries, I got it. Maybe we could get, and I'll do it. So Let's start. Let's start with the SPX, XXP. So let's break down the VIX first, shall we? Let's get the VIX. What you want to do, wow, look at the VIX collapse, is look at a 15-minute chart. Turn off extended hours. So right here, I drew a little line here. You see how we closed under the opening candle on the 15-minute chart? When you do that, you should know the VIX goes down, market should go up, right? VIX goes down, market goes up. Now, even without this rally, if we go to SPX or XXP, even without this rally, we were good. We were cushioned all the way to 49.30. So we really didn't need this rally. I mean, if, it didn't matter. We could have finished sideways. We could have finished here, to be honest, and still made 100%. Up, even down to 49.30. So all we're going to look to do at 10 a.m. is sell bull put credit spreads. At the time, we were around 49.30 was the price to sell. But you see how it updates in real time? So we still have a 45-point implied move, about 1%, just shy of 1%. So the reason why I've been doing SPX instead of XXP is because the SPX, it's just been a little bit more liquid compared to XXP. And this is really just the past few days. The options have just been super wide. I mean, they're still wide. Or what you can do is SPY. The only bad thing with SPY, so you'll still get the same thing, same expected move. XXP is just 1/10 of SPX. The only thing, if you're trading SPY, you don't get tax advantages and you can have a possible assignment risk. So I prefer XPX, especially because I did a couple contracts today. I did 6 total. Commissions are cheaper. I would say if you're doing more than 20 contracts, use SPX and than XXP, or wait till they get a little bit more tighter. Because right now they're pretty wide. Wow, are they buying more forward calls? They're buying more forward. That can't get over this. They're buying more forward calls. They're buying the end of April 25s. Maybe they get earnings. I sold my Ford today, so how much did I make in Ford? I didn't make that much. $300. I only did, I think, 20 contracts though. But I did sell my Ford today, so I'm not going to rebuy it. So let me check the chat and see if everyone's. Look at Oxygo. God. What a move. Let me check the chat and make sure there's no questions. So, and by the way, I am not supposed to post these. I get in big trouble by publisher Nate and some of the other people, because I guess there's another S&P program someone came out with, and I can't mention names, but I have been getting y'all emails, and I guess I'm sorry. But don't worry, give me a few weeks, and hopefully I'll have the code done. Oh, I'm going to sound really dumb saying this, but Jeremy, it just hit me. I feel really dumb saying this. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. I forgot I had no video calls. They must have hit up They must have got filled when I was outside. Okay, good.
Yeah, we
All right,
closed
so let
out
me
of
check
it.
the chat.
Yeah, you're good. We closed out.
Okay, let me check the chat because I totally forgot. I had to do a webinar today, and halfway through the webinar, I just stopped doing it because ooh, some Boeing calls. Boeing's up $20. Wow. All right, chat. Why not? The SPY, you could get assignment risk. That's the bad part. And do you really want to buy 100 shares of SPY? That's going to require a pretty big account, right? And I don't want to have all that risk personally. That would cost you what, 54 grand? So I had a buddy, he was actually my old roommate, come into town, and I actually showed him how to do the XPX XSP trades. And then we went fishing. He's actually a semi-pro fisherman, funny enough. I know. Yes, there's professional fishing, by the way. Yeah, those Capri calls. Did y'all get those Capri calls? Those April 16s was Capri. They had a buyout rumor. They doubled in value. They had a buyout rumor with Prada, and then obviously with the pop, it's up, a lot more. They keep buying Pfizer puts. If you want to look at a put, don't try to time the SPY buying puts on it up here. I mean, that's like getting the cigar and lighting your finger on fire. If you want to buy puts, these are in the money puts in Pfizer. I like these. How much are they? Shoot, how much are these? How much are these Pfizer puts? They're under 50 cents. I'll buy them. They're at 52. I like those Pfizer puts actually. Yeah, Frank, that was Capri. Oh, good job, Frank, on Capri. Yeah, so the XXP has just been a little bit wide lately. That's the only reason why I've been doing SPX. The market makers, and I've noticed this the past few days, they've made some options extremely wide. And we actually had to go in the code and change the market makers move to SPY because even some days we weren't even getting market makers move. Give me 1 second. I had to ash. All right. Okay, yeah, you might need to. So like I have a little Robinhood account with 8,000 bucks in it, and you should be able to um use different brokers. Now, if you close out the same day, if you buy back a spread, it will count as a day trade though. So just a heads up there. Man, I kind of want to buy those Pfizer puts. It's just so hard buying puts. It really is. Especially, I mean, yeah, anyhow. It's just so hard to buy puts. What a day. Good, good, good. Yeah, the issue is the options are still juiced. I think you have a lot of meat on the bone on a lot of these names, to be honest. I mean, look at the junkie stocks. Pull these up. Let me see if y'all can see these. Let me pull up the junkies. So look at all the stocks. I showed this the other day on Telegram. I mean, you got Avgo, 18%. Nvidia, 17, 18%. Rigetti, all these kind of high, look at Archer, wow. All these high flying stocks, damn, it's a good JD bet. JD April 36 and a half. JD hasn't gone crazy yet. Nice puts in JD right here. Or calls. JD 36 and a half for April monthly. It's a solid bet. I mean, it's up 6%, but it's good to see those kind of bets. But all kind of the growth stocks are the ones up the most. So all the junky stocks. The boring stocks, like the Dow stocks, J&J, Verizon, Abbott, they're going to be T-Mobile, they're going to be barely up. I mean, it's still a huge day when you have stock up 2%, but they're not as bid up as the growth stocks. And what I mean by that is if you look at the diamonds or the Dow, I'll pull it up here. They're showing you where they're rotating into. So the diamonds are up almost 8%. The Russell's up 8.75%. The Qs are up 10%, 12% now. So the rotation is right into growth. Speaking of Avgo, Amazon, some double whammy calls. So this is reactive, not proactive. So I would not take these. These are reactive, not proactive. More Oxy. Jeez. It can't get enough. Warren stepped in, and now Oxy's gone vertical. So NVIDIA, Avgo, right? Net, which is a cyber stock. They're showing you, and they did that the other day when the market caught a little bid. They're showing you what they're going to rotate into. So Hood, I mean, these are huge moves, 24%. Wow. They're showing their hand today. And if you look at these stocks on a daily chart, how people kept saying, oh, the bottom's not in, there's no we had liquidation breaks already, right? We had that. We had it when NVIDIA crossed 100. We already had liquidation breaks. You saw that in gold. Gold's big sell-off to cover margin calls, and gold's going right back. But you had NVIDIA liquidation break. Why do you think we bought calls yesterday? We had a liquidation break at 100. Look at volume. Go crazy. And now straight up. So Google, some Google puts. I would not take puts. I'm trying not to do anything. Google up 10%. Wow. So we had the liquidation breaks. Now the market is free to rally. I just would not be chasing up here. Anything you do right here is reactive. Yeah. Yeah, more Oxy. Yeah, that $7 million call bar, that was in NVIDIA yesterday, right? Where were you, dearest? 6 million in the Jan calls. Was it? What was yesterday? Wow, look at all the NVIDIA flow today. I think it was yesterday, right? Yeah, here it is. The weekly 104s, 2 million. That trader's up. Oh, how much? 800%. What's 800% of 2 million? Pretty nice day. So, they showed their hand. You just had to take action. And I know I've been kind of early, but still got a nice payday today. But if you want my junkie watch list, I'll give it to you. I've shared it a ton of times. These are all the junkie stocks, aka the fun stocks to trade, not the boring stocks. These are the big movers. Good or bad? Mostly good. So I really leave out all the boring stocks, and these are the most liquid stocks too. But I mean, my most liquid is the best bid-ask spread, penny wide. And by the way, did you all see copper today? Dr. Copper, which we talked about on the roundtable. I mentioned this morning, I think. But Copper goes up, market goes up. Freeport is a copper. 16% in Freeport. Wow. So copper will be a good gauge for you as well. If copper rallies, market should rally because that means industrial production. People building homes, I mean, anything, copper's pretty much in. So copper strong, market's going to be strong. And where does mostly copper come from? Mostly China. You're up big on Freeport. Very nice. Yeah. I try to do more um, short dated options. Oh, there's your app 11 weekly 270s from earlier. People were talking about it. There's your app 11 bet again. I mean, it's only up $50 today, but why not? Are they buying more Intel? Oh my God. So my buddy called me. Y'all know him, Jeff. Y'all remember Jeff Z? He called me during my webinar and he called me this morning. He goes, "Hey, I'm long everything. I think Trump's going to tweet." And he made 75,000 today. He's up 500,000 in 2 weeks on a $5,000 account. I know it sounds like bullcrap. I get it. But he took 5K over these past 2 weeks. I kid you not. And made almost 500,000 bucks. So he's like, "Hey, Lance, we're going to Vegas." He was doing QQQ 0 DTE, SPX 0 DTE, lots of Intel calls and video calls. Pretty crazy, I know. Probably no one's going to believe me, but or him, I should say. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I know. So he basically was getting super buying puts in NVIDIA during the crash and the Qs. And he bought VIX calls too. The VIX calls didn't pay him that much. And then he bought a ton of Nike when we started talking about it. Did well on Nike, and then the big trade was Intel. Intel kind of pushed him over. Intel was strong even before the tweet. It was up 6% before the tariff news. So, I mean, now Intel's, what is it, 18%? Yeah. I wish I would have bought Snap weeklies. That was my biggest regret. I went to May and bought Snap. I should have bought the weeklies. I bought those May 9s. I should have did April or weeklies because they were not as sensitive since they get earnings. The good part is option prices will start coming down. The bad part is if you we're not a net buyer of stocks the past few days. You are kind of playing catch up, right? You're playing reactive. So that is the hard part. I mean, I was trying to put more money in the markets this week, but I had to pay the tax man. And that was not fun. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. But what do we do for tomorrow? I don't think you do anything today. I don't think you try to buy puts. I mean, maybe we get a rally tomorrow, but the big move is done. That's for sure. More app? Now they're buying app puts. I don't know. What are SQQ calls for tomorrow? Wide. That's what they are. They're wide. The S&P is implying, man, that's SPY is at 47. Jeez. For everyone day trading the S&P, you must be loving it. The market is implying about a 140-point move. That's kind of light for tomorrow expiration. That's actually kind of light. We're up almost 500 today, right? Wow. All right. I don't know. I think so. Any idea why? Yeah, he didn't like some of the uh characters, we'll say. Trump says having a good day in the stock market, the record day on the stock market should continue. So Trump just tweeted, he told you to buy stocks today. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know how, but hey, it's America. Gotta love it. Trump said, having a good day in the stock market, the record day on the market should continue. I mean, to be fair, he did say this morning, to buy stocks. So, it is kind of funny. This is a great time to buy Trump. And then a couple hours later, you had the tweet. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I know. Insane, huh? But yeah, I thinking maybe we have a rally tomorrow. I'm not sure, but even if we do, um, I don't know how you play it. I mean, you have a 12% move in the Qs. Like, you really want to buy up here? You want to buy where there's the max pain. Where was there the max pain? Well, the past few days, obviously, has been painful, right? So think about what Buffett always says: buy when there's fear, sell when there's greed. I mean, I put my neck on the line. I bought a ton of Russell, and then I did get my booty kicked for a little bit. And I bought Qs, mid caps, small caps, just the market in general. I mean, all that jazz. But look at the SPY. I mean, it's right back up. Qs are right back up pre-crash. So I don't know. I don't know. I wish I would have bought more. Yeah, don't chase. Don't get too crazy chasing. You know, I know it's instinct because you say, oh, well, now things are safe, right? So now, since everything's safe, you want to buy. But when everyone wants to buy, probably the best time to sell. So I guess the best mindset, and I'll leave you with this, is see what everyone else is saying and do the opposite. So take a step back, because right now, and I'm, especially me, I'm a get caught up in this. We look at everything in tunnel vision, right? Inside the box. And you see, oh, you read Doomsday, or you read, there's a sit on the sidelines, the market's too volatile, the prices are too high, the tariffs are so scary, all that stuff. I mean, I see the other people, post stuff. And when you see everyone be so fearful and scared and say, oh, hurricanes and chicken wings and doomsday, don't touch this market. When you hear all that, you should probably take a step back. Or when you see the stock market being mentioned on CNN, that's probably the best sign to take a step back and say, man, everyone is bearish or saying the stock market sucks. or, don't trade or don't buy the stock market or panicking, that should be kind of the signal to take a step back and say, okay, everyone's scared, panicking. The easiest thing is to be a contrarian and the market to go up because the max pain is already there. Now, when you hear people say, oh, it's a good time to buy, or, oh, the market can rally, or Dow's going to go back up, or you start seeing people say, now's the great time to get in. You should probably think, well, if everyone's saying now's a great time to buy and to get in and stocks are safe, probably the best time to take a step back and say, all right, we're probably going to shake those people out. And we're probably going to do this. We're probably going to go back, and we are, some prior levels, we'll say resistance. We could go up a little bit, I think, and say, you know what, if everyone's starting to buy because everyone's having FOMO, what should I be doing? Selling to them, right? So everyone now is, you're going to see it all over the media. Stock market, stock market, stock market today. Best day ever. Oh, that's going to cause, we'll call them retail, and give them some nice hair, to buy because they have FOMO. And if you're still holding calls, great work. You held them better than me. I sold them, shortly after the big pop. Sell them to them. So sell to those people because the max, or not the max pain, but the next move will probably be to shake them out. So we'll go, and then we'll start to peter. And then all those people who are saying, yay, with their good hair, will say, oh no, what happened? We're going down. And they'll start selling. And when they sell, look to be a buyer. So it's kind of like a chess game. Try to figure out, or a poker game, try to figure out what your opponent has and play their hand, not your hand. And then let's say the market goes smooth sailing from here. That's fine. You'll still have opportunities in the future, but right now you're going to get a vol crush in option prices. So remember, when stocks go up, what happens to volatility? I'll put it on a graph here. As stocks go up, volatility goes down. So if you buy call options, and look at Apple today, great example. See how volatility just collapsed? I mean, that's a huge move. But you see how volatility collapses? So the price of call options are going to go down. The price of puts are just going to shrink because you have direction wrong and volatility is going down. So kind of a rough spot to be in. But you're still going to get amazing credits for selling premium. Because look at the VIX come down. As long as the VIX stays above 20, which I think it will, you'll have some real juicy SPX premiums or XXP premiums to sell. So if you're an option seller, you'll still have great time to start getting out of positions or to initiate positions. Yep. Good job on app. Yep. And you saw the retailers had the biggest move today, right? They probably had the biggest move. Those retail stocks probably had the biggest, move, and a lot of options came back to life. All right. Any questions before we wrap up? We do have penny option scanner, news flow scanner training Friday at the open, and shadow trader training Friday. And if you do want, if you're not part of Shadow Trader, the audit folks just told me today we've had 500 winning trades. 500 winning trades in Shadow Trader now. Pretty wild. So if you guys want a sneak peek, or I'm not supposed to share this because I don't care. They are having Shadow Trader promotion tomorrow. And so we're going to have training on it Friday after scanner training or before scanner training. But if you are a member of Shadow Trader or you want to sign up, I don't know, Deanna, do you have a link or not?
I don't think it has the new pricing yet.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
well, never mind. Maybe you could call. But if you don't want to watch the presentation or anything, or you just want to renew, I don't know. Do we have a phone number?
Yeah, let
Let's
me
try to
just,
hook y'all up before tomorrow,
yeah,
basically.
it's 904-706-3539. I can put it in your YouTube in a second.
Okay. But yeah, we're up to 500 winners, and we've been pretty hot. They told me today we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 winners in a row. So we came back with a vengeance. And most of these trades are literally maybe a day or two. I think with a forward exit date is wrong.
Mm-hmm. And I would say it's one of your most beginner programs. So if you guys are still like new, there's nothing crazy, no spreads, super, as you can see, it's so basic.
Yeah, it is just straight calls and puts. We basically trade institutional order flow thanks to the scanner.
I would
And
say it's small account friendly. Would you say it's small
small
account
account
friendly?
friendly,
Yeah.
yes. Most options are probably around $1. But yeah, we actually had some day trades. Home Depot was a day trade. But we don't aim for like no 5, 10%. Usually aim for about 30. And obviously we've had some outsized winners too. 87, 42, 41. I should have held snap, maybe a little longer. But anywho, I was trying to hook y'all up before they run it tomorrow, but never mind. I thought we'd have something, but I guess I tried to bend the rules again. If you did email me,
Well, you have an hour to call in. I can tell Caitlin that if people call in, they can get that price. But it's going to be available tomorrow too. So you can call in tomorrow morning and it's going to be available. No rush.
look at this degenerate. Who is this? Someone just emailed me saying they made $127 on $1,000 account. Hey, I like it. Oh, well, never mind. They didn't put their whole account. Okay, good. Whew. About to say, don't put your whole account at risk. All right. And if you did email me, I will hopefully get back to you soon. Um, but I hope I covered some email questions with the video. Hello, Todd. Oh, you did? Good job, Frank. What should you do in the morning with SPX? It will automatically, um, you don't have to do anything. It will automatically credit in your account. You don't have to do anything. That's the big advantage with SPX over SPY and stuff. You don't have to do anything. It just at 4 p.m. it closes and you're good to go. Not bad, $795 on 6 contracts. Some juicy premiums. That's for sure. All right, what else? Thank you. Thank you. Good work on the video. Good work, Richie. Oh, you got in on Tiger? Frank, I saw that Tiger a couple of times. It hit. Yeah, Tiger hit the penny a couple of times. Did it end up rallying later in the day? Yeah, 50-cent rally is pretty good. I mean, that's 10% rally off the low. It's pretty good. Yeah, Tiger is the China ADR version of Robinhood, apparently. But yeah, they hit one, two, three, four, five, six calls. But yeah, it's another kind of crazy stock, that's for sure. Kind of one of those crazy growth stocks out there. And it is crazy, tell you that much, right? Wow, Palantir's up 19%. Jeez. I should have never sold that one. All right. We will have, and I did do a few videos today, so make sure you subscribe to YouTube. I don't know if they loaded them. Um, Third biggest day in the markets. Um, I don't know if they did it. Did they? I did a couple videos on it today. I don't know when they're going to be uploaded. Oh, I guess they didn't get uploaded yet. Anyhow. All right, we'll be back tomorrow at 3:30, and then Friday we have scanner training right at the open and shadow trader training back to back. So 9:30 through probably 10:30ish. So be on the lookout if you're a member of the Penny, News Flow, or Shadow Trader. They'll be posted on Telegram and stuff like that. If you are not a member, the Penny option, they still have, I think, a special. The News Flow scanner or the Shadow Trader, I think, is tomorrow. But I think that's it. All right, let me move that back. But just follow the Telegram for all the updates. Wow, look at that. I almost want to take a screenshot. So many stonks up 15%. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so pretty. Oh, good. A simple and basic 35K today. Very nice, Todd. Oh, good job in Intel. Yeah, I actually like Intel a lot with the new CEO. I think it's a good long-term play too. And it's cheaper than, like a Abgo or AMD. A lot cheaper dollar wise. All righty then, gang. We're gonna wrap it up. I had a mini cigar that went out too quick, and I might go to Texas Roadhouse tonight and have me a tall boy and a filet because one just opened nearby. But we'll run it back tomorrow, right at 3:30 on YouTube, and then Friday 9:30 for trainings, and then we'll still do, I think, 3:30 Friday too. Oh, here, let me post that one more time for you, Todd. Let me post the junkie stocks, share, Share. And there's also a PDF, or not a PDF, an Excel sheet. If you're not using Toss and want it, oh, let me give you this. So if you want the Excel sheet that you want to import, just email me. Stonkamania brother at
Actually, it's
gmail.com.
Lance at investpub.com now. I think it just went through today. But you can,
Oh,
if you send me the file, I can add it to your members area. That way people just have it and they don't email you.
oh,
Yeah, just
here.
if you send it to me, I can add that probably tonight.
Oh, well, that's the Toss version. Oh, let me give you
Okay.
the PDF or the Excel sheet.
Okay. What do you want to call it? Or should I just call it whatever the Excel sheet's called?
I would just call it Junkie Stock Watch List.
Okay, I'm gonna reply to you with that so I don't forget. Okay, yeah, no, I can probably add it in like an hour or two.
Or high flyers or movers or whatever you want to call it. It's
Okay.
basically just the crazy stocks.
Okay. I can call it the crazy stock list. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. Okay.
The the liquid crazy stocks.
Liquid crazy stocks. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Yeah, give me like 2 hours and it will be in the Stonkamania portal.
Okay, good. Alrighty then. Any final questions before we go? With my big head fedora on. I posted the email, I think. And then Deanna will do the Excel sheet. Dave Ramsey. All right, I think we're good. Good. Okay, I think we are. YouTube has like a 2 second lag. All right, thank you, Deanna. We're gonna log off now.